Are you confused about who gets the discard, if it's for Mahjong or an exposure, and what exactly does saying hold or pause do? Let's talk about it. That's today's Daily Talk of the Tiles for September 29th. As a general rule, the player next in line, so to the right of the discarder, gets the discard, unless they're only making an exposure and another player is calling for Mahjong. So Mahjong gets the win even if you're not next in line. What if both players are calling for the same reason? So typically next in line gets it, but there is an exception. To reinforce that Mahjong's a looking and listening game, next in line can't just wait and then call the discard after a player after them exposed tiles or they place that discard in the flat top part of their rack. This exception is described on the back of the card. So if you don't remember all this, look at the back of the card under claiming a discard. Now note that racing to expose to kind of get in head of next in line is not the intent of the league. It is not proper etiquette. And if you do that, it could result in you having a dead hand. So the best practice is always to confirm the tiles correctly named. So someone says 2-dot and it really is a 2-dot they put down. Then call it, pick up the discard, put it on the flat part of your rack, add tiles from the sloping part of your rack, and then either say Mahjong or discard. If the tile was misnamed or you misheard it, and you put tiles up from the sloping part of your rack that don't match the actual discard, you could have your hand being called dead if you don't have Mahjong. The league confirmed you can't just say, oh, let me put those back and put up a 2-dot. No. You can change your exposure if you're calling the correct tile and you put up an extra tile or an extra joker or something wrong. But if you race to slam up tiles that don't match the discard, your hand is dead. And that also is on the back of the card. Look under misnamed tile in the center on the back of the card. It says, if an exposure is made with an incorrectly named tile, the hand is dead. What happens if a player says hold or pause? Well, it depends on which player is saying that. So the league defines hold in Mahjong Made Easy as a way to stop the play before possibly making a call. Player may also use wait. Now, hold and pause are used geographically differently. We have heard hold and pause just being used to call the actual tile. Technically, these are terms that pause the action, not the call. Call is take, call, claim, I want that, something like that. But whatever your group agrees is how you play, as long as you're all clear about it. If player A discards and player B to their right is next in line, says hold or pause, C and D can't just ignore that and decide they're going to pick up the discard or expose. They need to wait for B to decide. What if player A discards and player C, who's across from them, not next in line, says it? Player B is to the right, they're still next in line, they still can call that discard. So it all depends, back to the slides that we just shared. If C has Mahjong, it still takes precedence over B. But if they're both calling for the same reason or possible same reason, next in line still gets it. What if you say call or pause, or even for that, take, call, claim, anything? Can you change your mind? By only speaking, you're not yet committed. So actions are louder than words here. Until you place the discard on the flat top part of your rack or you expose tiles from the sloping part, you can still change your mind about your pause. You could release your pause or release your hold, or you could say, never mind, I'm not calling. So we hope that this helped clear up this confusing part of the game. Reviews are in for a visual companion guide. We go all through all this and more. It's available on Amazon in Kindle format and paperback. It's available for single copies on Amazon. And if you have a group or a teacher, 8 or more copies, we offer a discount on modernmahjong.com. If you want to elevate your game and play to win, November 9th, 16th, and 23rd, we are doing an intermediate series with Feller. We're back for another series. You could register online, watch them all live online through Zoom, or you could watch the replays on YouTube for it's a private YouTube link for a full month after. If you're in South Florida, we invite you to play Mahjong or Canasta at Dave & Buster's with us on October 7th. It is going to be in a private, quiet area of Dave & Buster's. We're going to have a buffet lunch and then social games for fun and prizes. So you could register on modernmahjong.com. And while you're visiting our website, if you live in Naples or nearby, come join us for breakfast. Morning Maj, Rise and Rack. Our other Naples event sold out, so be sure to act quickly. It's November 6th, and you could register on modernmahjong.com. If you play Canasta Or if you don't play yet, there is a virtual series we're doing. You can go to modernamericancanasta.com for info. But if you play Canasta, or by August 2026 you will be, come join us at Miraval in the Berkshires for an all-inclusive, luxurious retreat. It's a spa resort with all these amazing amenities. You could read all about it online. Go to crackyourbags.com/canasta for your information, and you could put your deposit on modernamericancanasta.com. We share all this information to help players play with confidence, so we hope that you'll like, comment, save, and share. With that, have a great day and a great game.